morning, friends. Welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Today I have actually decided to look presentable when I start this video. I got tired of looking at my haggard old face just after waking up, so decided to get up and put makeup on, kind of like I used to do when I would go to work and actually had to go into the office. I would get up and put my makeup on first thing in the morning, even before coffee. So that's what I have done today. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's coffee. Okay, we are on day 4, which is tucked under day 24. Come here. All right. Ooh, we have a blue one. Let me set you down. All right, what do we got here? We have got, ooh, Costa Rica. That's a good one. I love it. I already have my mince pie in the oven. I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and do the pie with coffee, first coffee today. So, okay, let me go ahead and get the coffee made. Costa Rica is what I'm having, and I've had this before. I've ordered them in the past. It's actually one of my favorites. It is a Gran Lungo. It's a short coffee. Yeah, it is one that I have ordered in the past. Now, you can definitely tell it's a strong coffee. It has that, you know, kind of that coffeeness to it. Almost, I want to say it's like, almost, it tastes like a little bit like nicotine. You know, I mean, it's got that kind of caffeination to it. But it's really good. It is definitely a pick-me-up kind of coffee. So I am going to be nice and hyped. Thankfully, my peppermint ones are a medium or low strength coffee. I have to have those because they're so good. But anyway, this one is really tasty too. I have bought it in the past. I have bought it repeatedly, and I think I will continue buying it. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy my mince pie.
If she's bouncing off the ceiling later, you know why.
This is great for YouTubers. This coffee is really, really good for YouTubers because it gives you energy on camera. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and enjoy my pie with my coffee and just do a little bit of my normal morning routine. Get the kitties fed, and yeah, got to do a lot of editing today. So. All right, talk with you later. I have made my way back up to my room. I am going to be editing. I need to get the thumbnail and description box ready for Vlogmas Day 2, and that is the priority so that I can get that uploaded by 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I'm going to work on editing Vlogmas Day 3. I will be showing you the decorations for the house today. We finally are done. I don't know if you can see back there. I did change out the wreath. My stories, you guys came through. Y'all gave me some good advice, and I really do like the way that wreath looks better. So I'll walk you through the final decorations for this room as well. I'm going to go ahead and get to work so that I can make sure to meet my deadline, and I will talk with you guys again later when it's time to pick wine. It is lunchtime, so I am downstairs. I am going to be preparing some pasta, and it's the leftovers still that I have, but I think that this should use them up. Super hungry, so I'm excited to get my lunch going, and then we're going to open up wine. And then I'm going to show you decorations. And I really, really love these little ramekins. These are actually from Le Creuset, and they are fantastic, especially when you want to do little single serving baked dishes like this. I've also used them to like bake up single serving scallop potatoes, and you know, just anytime I want to do just a little something. And these actually look shallow, but they fit quite a bit. And I got them in this really pretty blue color because it matches my Le Creuset Dutch oven. And I'm a big fan of Le Creuset. I think that their cookware is actually quite good. A little bit expensive, but definitely worth the investment, especially if you do a lot of cooking and you value your cooking pots and pans. Let's go see what kind of wine we have today. Okay, so here we are on day 4. Red, finally. All right, what do we have here? Ooh, I like the label. I think the label is so cute. This is Game Theory. It's a Spanish wine. It's a Tempranillo or something to that effect. Let's see. Tempranillo. And it is a 2019, so not quite as young as we've been having. And it is from Lake County, California. The tasting notes are jasmine, black cherry, oak toast, and clove spice. This would have been perfect for the chili. I'm just saying. But that said, that means we are having some kind of a beef dish tonight again. These people are messing with my diet. Okay, anyway, this is a lovely label. I think it is so fun. It looks like a horse. Yes, it's a horse. And somebody in jail playing chess. That's weird. Okay, and that's the back of the label. Okay, so I know that I don't need to chill this one, but I am going to go ahead and put it on the counter over here. It's going to sit here on the coffee station. So now I need to figure out what we're having for dinner. Like I said, it's probably going to be something beef. So let me find some steaks. All right, I have found some filet mignons. So we are having filet mignon. So exciting. I love filet mignon. And some kind of a vegetable, plus I have potatoes. So I don't know. I'll figure out dinner. It's going to be your traditional American steak dinner. Yeah, super excited about that. Okay, I need to go ahead and set you guys down. I'm gonna go and did I bring my laptop down? I did. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I don't know, probably do some editing. All right, I've decided actually I'm going to wash the dishes because they are from yesterday and they're piling up, and I need to put away the dishes that are in the dishwasher so you guys get to clean with me again. So as you can see, I love my Le Creuset. This is such a good deep Dutch oven. You can make all kinds of really good things in it. Last night I made chili, and this is great for slow cooking, even though I did my chili in a quick cook. This is very good for slow cooking. You can pop it in the oven and do like a roast or something like that, which I've done that also before. Baked beans. Really pretty much anything. What I love about it is that it can go from stovetop into the oven without any issues. It's a beautiful enameled cast iron. And I've had this particular Dutch oven for how long? 10, 15 years now? At least 10 to 15 years. And it has served me well. I absolutely love this. I think we got it as a housewarming gift. Or maybe slightly before.
I got that for you.
Maybe slightly before, because I remember I borrowed my sister's Dutch oven and I was like hooked.
Well, no, the first thing I got you was the all-clad. I'm going to say probably 2010, 2011 when I got that for you.
That's when we moved, 2011.
Yeah.
So maybe right before we moved here.
Yeah.
And it has,
after.
yeah, it has absolutely served us so well. And I love it. I love cooking roasts in it, but mostly I use it for my soups. That's the biggest purpose that I use it for. I make a killer chicken tortilla soup in this pot all the time. So it is definitely one that you should consider if you don't have it and you enjoy cooking or you want to up level your cooking game. Get yourself a Le Creuset pot because they are so good, and they're not as expensive as like the Staub pots, which are also really good, but they're kind of a little bit lower in price point. And they function just as well, in my opinion.
I call these heritage pieces. This is something you can pass down to your children, to your grandchildren, and so on and so forth. These things last forever.
As long as you treat them right.
Yes.
And as long as they don't go flying off of a motorcycle.
That's true.
I'll have to tell you that story someday because that was hilarious. But anyway, I truly enjoy cooking. And because I enjoy cooking, I always make sure that the stuff that I'm using is of quality. One of the things that I am interested in trying, and I might at some point, I haven't quite decided yet, is the Always pan. There's a lot of hype around the Always pan, and I want to see if the hype is real, but not right now. Maybe in a few months I'll invest in one of those. But anyway, my lunch is cooking, and so I'm going to go ahead and continue with the dishes until it is ready. lunch is ready. I'm about to sit down. It's the same as yesterday, as you can see, just some pasta and water. I think tonight I'm gonna get a little bit experimental. I want to use up my leftover cranberry sauce. I never ever use it up. I end up throwing it away. But I have a scathingly brilliant idea. I want to try making a dump cake with my leftover cranberry sauce. I love it so much. It's tart and sweet and so good, and I love dump cakes. I think dump cakes are really, really good. They're super easy. And I am going to make a half dump cake though. A full dump cake is too much for the two of us. But I have just enough of the cranberry sauce. I've got half of a cake mix from the last dump cake that I made. And so I'm going to experiment tonight. And then I'm also going to experiment with a little cocktail. I've got some Baileys and some Kahlua, and I want to see what I can come up with. So I'm going to be looking at Pinterest to see if there are any good Baileys recipes. Would you like one, love, when I make them? Not anytime soon. It'll be like closer to dinner time.
Sure.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, I want to at least try it, but I might like it, but it might be too boozy.
Yeah, it's going to be a boozy Thursday because I also have my wine that I need to drink. So
Oh my God.
it's Thirsty Thursday. All right, anyway, I'm going to sit down, have my lunch, hydrate a lot in preparation for this evening. Talk about outfit of the day. I have been wearing my black sweater dress from Scoop, but I've been wearing it without the cardigan because it's been a little bit warm in my house. I'm running a little bit hot. I don't know, maybe I'm menopausal, who knows. I am getting a little bit chilly now, so I have decided to put on my brown cardigan that I got from Eloquii last year. They don't carry this cardigan, sadly, anymore, and I needed to have picked up the black one, and I never did, and now I regret it. But this brown one is just as pretty. I'm wearing it unbuttoned. Normally I wear it buttoned up, but I'm not about that today. It's a casual day today. No shooting other than Vlogmas and cooking and things like that. But anyway, I am wearing my little cheetah flats that I got from Walmart. However, I am about to take them off and put on my fuzzy slippers because it is starting to get chilly in the house now that the rain has started. The dampness gets into the house, and that's really what makes me cold. Not so much the low temperatures, but the wet makes me cold. And so I'm about to put on my fuzzy slippers and go downstairs and do our cranberry dump cake experiment. Let's see how that works. But before I do that, let's talk about the jewelry, and then I'll show you the decorations. All right, so for jewelry, decided on my little Amazon twist earrings. I'm obsessed with these little guys right now. And then, of course, obsessed with my Leo necklace from Ana Luisa, New York. And then for rings, I've got my two rings. Makeup, minimal, especially because I did it this morning first thing when I woke up. No real eyeshadow on there. I do have one of those little Dior shadows on there. I need to get the name of those things. They're old. They don't even make them anymore. But I do still have some of them, and they are very much like the ColourPop Super Shock shadows. As for lips, I am wearing my another one of my Bite Beauty Power Matte lipsticks. This one is in Chai, and I love it. It's a very nice brown, goes very good with the cardigan. It's just a lovely, lovely deep nude that I enjoy wearing. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the decorations. Some of you have given me feedback about the garland on the bookcase. I'm going to go ahead and keep it just because I use those command strips and I don't want to waste them. Someone had suggested draping the garland on the mirror, which is I don't know why I didn't think of it, but that's a brilliant idea. So maybe next year I'll need to remember that. And then I have taken the print down like you guys suggested. Someone also suggested that I flank the tree with my jewelry stands, and that makes perfect sense too. It kind of helps to balance things out. There's kind of like this line going this ways. I never introduced you guys to these. These are actually from my backyard. I have got that big bushy thing on the side of my house that has these, and these are pretty expensive, like at West Elm and places like that. And so I harvested some this year for myself, and I put them here. I really like them. I like the fact that they bring some height to the room and they kind of help to frame things. So I'm going to go ahead and leave those up just because I love them so much and I just put them up. And then I went with the poinsettia wreath right now. This is majority on Instagram, so that's what I have landed on, and I really do like it better. I really do feel that it helps balance things out. The silver bells looked very diminutive to me on this wall. They kind of got lost because they were too small in the space that I had. I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to keep that print up. Always wear your invisible crown. I'm not sure. I think I want to put something a little more neutral so that it goes, because the pink is kind of clashing a bit with the red. And then of course I've got my start each day with a grateful heart. And then as far as this vignette over here, I still haven't really done anything with it yet. I need to go and find a more luxe little stocking, I think is probably better. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm going to do there. I do have some pine cones that I found that I might actually put there instead of the plant. And then I never showed you guys, I couldn't find my pink bottle brush tree, which doesn't go with the theme anyway. So I put this little guy next to this reindeer. This reindeer I got at Z Gallery. I keep him up all year round because, I mean, I live in the Pacific Northwest. Deer is kind of a thing here. And so I figured he kind of fits year round, but during the holidays, he shines, you know? And so I've got my little bottle brush tree right there. And yeah, so that's it for the decorations in the room. I'm going to take you downstairs now and show you what we have downstairs. All right, now as far as the living room is concerned, we have our main tree. There's that star that we got from Crate and Barrel. So this is our tree. One of these days I'm going to have a 100% Swarovski snowflake tree. Every year for God knows how long we have been buying Swarovski crystal ornaments. My goal is to have a tree with nothing but those ornaments. But we just have a bunch of novelty ornaments. This is what you see in the introduction. That right there is the ornament to represent Marshall or Marshmallow, one of our kitties. And then we have this gift box here that just has some random bits and bobs. And then we have our fireplace garland here with a salt lamp. And this is where we have our Noel stocking hangers. We've had these since we moved here, I think. And just a few stockings. I need to get another one so that we'll have just, you know, balance here. I actually made these. I made this stocking and this stocking. And I made these back when we lived in Austin. So they are very old. They are over 20 years old. And then we have just that end piece there. And then we've got the garland. So just some random decorations here. That garland has been with us since we moved here. I think we probably should get a new one. And then we have this garland up here, which is a new addition. He is not lit up yet. This guy is on a timer. This is from Balsam Hill. It's a really, really pretty garland. I definitely see what the hype is with Balsam Hill. They are very, very well made. They look very realistic and definitely much better than the stuff you get at Target, I will say. So we have that there. Then we have a bunch of stuff here on this console. Let me turn on the light. We've got a candle that I need to light someday. We have this advent calendar. I think this is from West Elm. We have a thing about Charlie Brown, and we have this little Charlie Brown guy, and he is he's musical and kinetic. We got him at a thrift store, and he actually has Snoopy and Lucy and some others, and they kind of like connect together, and they all, when the song plays, they'll all move and everything. We only have Charlie Brown, and we've got this little Santa guy. I don't know where he came from. He just showed up this year. I think somebody gave us a gift, like a little box with him, and so we're gonna eventually put some pine boughs in him and just kind of set him up somewhere. Then we have Motorcycle Santa, which I hauled this from Walmart a few weeks ago, and I didn't know that he moved. He actually rides. One of these days I want to show you guys what he does. Well, I've got my little supervisor here with me. Hi, honey. Are you watching? Okay, you decided to go into your little kitty condo. Then we have this little guy. Like I said, we're into Charlie Brown, and it's just one of those spinning things with changing lights. Let me turn off the lights so you can see the effect that it has. So it projects this onto the wall, and it kind of like takes it everywhere. It's really pretty. Again, it's Charlie Brown, which we love Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown is like, I don't know, I really like him. I've always liked Charlie Brown and Snoopy, even, you know, from being a kid on to now. Then we have got this little llama snow globe, and he's a Christmas llama, and he is also from West Elm. And if things are still available, I will have them linked. And then we have this Santa. It's a Coca-Cola Santa, and it's just, you know, a Christmas figurine. And we got him at a thrift store, either thrift store or antique store. I'm not sure which, but he comes from, you know, he's like secondhand. So yeah. Then here are the big ornaments that we got from Costco, and I had intended on putting these outside, but they're relatively lightweight and they're not corded. They're battery run because they're LED. So first of all, they have to be protected. You can't put them out in the water, you know, where it's raining, and hello, it rains here like all the time. And then also I was afraid that somebody might take off with them. You know, you never know. You've got people like that. So we decided to bring them in, and we are flanking the hallway with them so you see them when you walk in. Then we have got a Merry Christmas garland here that we hang from this part of the wall, and then we've got some, you can see, let me zoom in, we have some mistletoe. This is actually a little silver mistletoe. Don't remember where we got it from. I want to say Crate and Barrel, but I'm not 100% sure. We've had it for a long time. So we've got our Merry Christmas garland, and then here on this light fixture we hang Christmas balls from ribbon, and they're on hook. You know, it's just really pretty to hang it from the light fixture. You know, it just makes for a really pretty decoration. We're back in the kitchen. I am going to start the dump cake now, and hopefully it works out. So let's go ahead and get to work. Since a full recipe calls for 8 ounces of butter, but since I'm only doing a half of the recipe, I'm only going to do 4, which I can't remember if that's a whole stick or not. Okay, that is a whole stick. I'm going to cut the butter up into chunks to help it melt, and I'm melting it on the stovetop. And I'm using Kerrygold butter. I'm using salted butter. I don't know, I just think it tastes better with salted. And because it's only a half, I'm using an 8x8 pan with my baking spray. So that way it doesn't stick. And I'm going to take my leftover cranberry sauce from Thanksgiving. Still smells fantastic. Okay. And basically dump cake is really, you put any kind of pie filling or anything like that on the bottom, and then you sprinkle the cake mix on top, and then you add butter, and then you bake it for like almost an hour. So this is my cranberry sauce. I'm just going to dump it in. And this is, I think it's equivalent to about a can of pie filling. If it does work out, then you can bet I'm going to do this every year with my leftover cranberry sauce, because every year I have to throw it out, and that always breaks my heart. Next, I have just yellow cake mix. And you just take it and you just sprinkle it on top. Feels like a lot of cake mix for just this dump cake, but we'll see what happens. Then what you do is you take your melted butter, and as soon as it's done melting, so what happens is that the butter cooks on the cake mix, and it forms a crust. This is a very sinful cake. I will be getting on the bike a little bit later on today to make up for it, because holy moly. Take your hot butter, and you just pour it over. this is what it ends up looking like. And I'm gonna pop it in the oven. Okay, and this bakes for, I guess it bakes for 50 minutes, and we'll see what we come out with. All right, so here is the dump cake out of the oven. I wish you guys could smell what this house smells like. It smells sweet and buttery and fantastic. This is really good. I think it's gonna go really well with my cocktail that I'm making. I haven't decided yet what I'm making, but it will go good with it because it's going to be some sort of a dessert cocktail probably. All right, well, in order to enjoy this thoroughly, I feel like I should get on the bike. So I'm going to go upstairs, change into my workout clothes, and go ride my bike. Hi, sweetie. Oh my goodness, you've unclipped it from your stick. Yeah. Yeah, hold on, Mama. Just about done. Yeah, I'm just about done. Yeah, Mama. You weirdo. Hi. Yes, be careful, sweetie. Be careful, Mama. Okay, I get you. I get it. Where are you? You're such a crazy girl. You're so crazy. You're so crazy. Weirdo. All right, so workout is done and playtime with the cat is done. She's so crazy. I'm gonna get dinner started. All right, let's see. I'm just going to make some roasted carrots here. And just dry them off really well. And we've got carrots of different color, just your regular orange, and then I also have some yellow carrots here. So this is going to be pretty darn tasty. And I'm going to make them all because they'll reduce, and if not, then I'll just eat them as leftovers tomorrow. Okay, that's going to be good. going to open up the wine really quickly so that it can breathe before I serve it. All right, so I am currently allowing the steaks to rest, and then I'm going to pour the wine and give it a taste. It's been aerating for about maybe 10 minutes now. Okay, this is Spanish wine. It's a Tempranillo. And
still, it's very similar.
Yeah. Very good. I'm not picking up the clove. It is a kind of a young wine, though. I can definitely tell it's young. Even though this is a 2019, but it's going to taste fantastic with the steak. Delicious. Christmas is my favorite time of year, and Christmas is my favorite time. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. Be in the dining room to make these cocktails because somebody's watching Annie over there, and I don't want any copyright issues. I'm going to make a Bailey's martini with a vanilla twist is what the recipe is called. So it calls for 3 ounces of Bailey's Irish cream. So each of these is 1.5 ounces. So I've got to put in 4 of them. I'm making 2 cocktails. And then 2 ounces of vodka, and I've got the Mondo size. I'm using Kettle One, and then because I don't have vanilla vodka, I am going to throw in a splash of vanilla, and you just shake and serve. And there you have it. Now they do say that you can sprinkle cinnamon on this if you want to. It should be in a martini glass, but I only have one True Blue martini glass. So instead, I am serving them in my coupes. It's going to be lovely. All right. Here is the dump cake. Here is the cocktail. I hear the dump cake is good. Okay. Dump cake is fantastic. The cocktail is stupendous. Ooh, but hard hitting. I'll be sure to link the recipe for the cocktail in the description bar down below. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and call the vlog for now. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.